You all can see the PPT right there. So mostly, first we should learning about the information gathering tools and techniques in the future session. Before that, we are going to know that the exact definition of information gathering in penetration testing. Okay. So let's get started, nothing late. So in cybersecurity, basically information gathering is the initial and crucial phase, right? Where an attacker or security professional systematically collects data about a target system or network. Basically, this process we also known as reconnaissance, which basically aims to identify potential vulnerabilities and weaknesses that can be exploited or secured respectively as well. So what is the main purpose of information gathering? We will also know about that. That is to basically it is to understand the target's infrastructure, systems, and potential attack vectors like what server he's using, what DNS system he is using, and more about the firewalls and intrusion detection systems, etc. By this, we all know about the information gathering. So basically, in information gathering, we also have two types, right? Passive reconnaissance and active reconnaissance, we say. So let me also tell you that active reconnaissance occurs when we gather information with the knowing of the system. The system knows that we are taking the information from it. That is also known as active reconnaissance. And whereas in passive, we are not getting identified by the system, right? So interns, let me know if you have got this definition of information gathering. Yes, in the chat box as well. And thumbs. Yeah, that's good. So why information gathering is done? Basically, when an attacker tries to attack on an organization or tries to steal data, or you want to use that data for something purpose. So before getting that data, he studies the whole infrastructure of the company, basically like servers, firewalls, intrusion detection system, DNS system, and routers, networks, everything, operating system configurations as well. Yeah. So he tries to as much collect the information as much as he can, and knows well the organization what postures they are using and how do they implement it, so that he can easily enter into that systems or the servers or the databases to take the information easily. So this is how attackers try to take information. So let's move on to the next slide. That is exact definition of information gathering. As I have said, that information gathering is a process of collecting and organizing data from various sources to learn more about a topic. Yeah, it involves asking questions, conducting researches, and analyze information. So basically here we also use Google search engines. We use the search engines for collecting the data, social medias, and whatnot. Where the organization is involved, everywhere we search for the organization and try as much as information we can get. So next, as I said, information is power. As in the most scenarios, it's true, because in cybersecurity, if we will be working with the information as well, there is no information, so we can't attack the system. It becomes us too tough to attack the systems, right? So the target may be a person, a company, a domain name, or a service. It can be anything. And this process of information gathering and attacking, the penetration testing mainly, is used by red teams in an organization in a legal way. But when it comes to black hat hackers or unauthorized hackers, which are not available on organizations, they try to use this data in their own way. They try to manipulate the data and do something stuff like that. And the mastering information gathering process is one of the ultimate goals of any cybersecurity researchers. Yeah, information gathering tools and techniques that will help to boost your daily tasks, which also help you to know more about the cybersecurity fields, and you will be attacking the systems with the legal permissions when you are working with the organizations. Okay. Yeah, interns, hope you have understood this topic. So let's move on to the next topic. So before going to the next topic, I would like to ask what tools you would have. If you have used any tools for information gathering, let me know in the chat box. Have you ever been used information gathering, or how, when you have uh, tried to take information about something, about a person or a company? So let me know in the chat box. So let me also tell you that everyone here in this live session has used information gathering, because we unknowingly or knowingly we search about the person, we search about something, the organization or a company, right? Let me know. So basically searching for a cricketer's name or an actor's name or a team's name or an organization company name, it's basically comes under information gathering itself, taking the information about them. So let's move on to the next topic. That is, what is information gathering in cybersecurity? As I have said, that is totally about the gathering of information, collecting the information about the organization or a person, and knowing all the infrastructure of it to take the advantage. Or when you are working for an organization, you will be taking that as an red team operation. So, man, what are the objectives of information gathering in cybersecurity? Any basic cybersecurity information gathering often includes two types, right? So, collecting network data, firstly, such as public, private, associated domains like public and private IP blocks, routing tables, TCP and UDP running services, SSL certificates, open ports, and etc. Like as we have mentioned here, that is open ports. We can also use the tool like Nmap for that. And collecting system related data, this is most important, because the system operating system should let us in when we are going into a system, right? So we should also collect that using the user enumeration, os os host names. We should also know about the system types, system banners, etc., all that, by exploring the most popular techniques used during this phase. We will be exploring. Yeah, have you ever been done this type of network analysis or a system related? Have you collected data about systems or a network or of a company? That's good. Yeah, see the thumbs going up. That's great. Nothing late, so we can move on to the next. That is information gathering techniques. Mostly here we are ethical hackers use a big variety of techniques and tools, right, to gather the information, to gather the location, to gather the all operating systems and network configurations about the organization or a person. So what they use, how do they gather information? So basically these are the three major points. That is, first one is during social engineering. This is an active reconnaissance where we will be uh, getting touch with the victim, where we are going to get in touch with the victim and gathering the information. This includes in a person chat or a phone conversation, email spoofing attacks. What these methods have in a common psychology? Yeah, human weakness can give us information, right? In order to get maximum data, we will be gathering it by using social engineering here. So this comes under the passive reconnaissance, whereas search engines, where we are not getting directly attached with the victim, we are unknowingly taking the information. Web crawlers can be used. So Google search engines, basically this about Google hacking is nothing but darking, Google darking, by using in URL, in title, uh, what we say, filters. And you all know about the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and other, everything gives a lot of information if you want to search specifically for a target or a person. Okay, it can be an individual or an organization, because in nowadays every organization has their account in social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, etc. They're all going to spread their organization information in all the platforms, social media platforms as well, right? Yeah. So let me also ask you that how many have you used the information gathering tools in Kali Linux? Type me in the chat box. Information gathering tools in Kali Linux. That's great. Yeah, most of them are aware about the Kali Linux tools as well, and have used information gathering tools in Kali Linux. That's good. So nothing late. That's great. So basically, precisely 67 information gathering utilities we have got, and much more would be developed, but unknowingly, unfortunately, we all got unknown for that. Just we are getting a popular information of the tools which are popular, only that we are knowing in the information gathering. And most of the popular which work effectively and efficiently are placed in Kali Linux for the better performances for the penetration testers, right? So basically, Kali Linux is used by penetration testers, and it can also be used by Black Hat and everywhere, but mostly penetration testers are authorized to use it in a legal manner, that too, right? So basically, as you all know about Nmap, Unicorn, Scan, and Sublister. How many of you know about those three? If you know about one, type one. If you know about two tools, type two or three. Yeah, so basically mystery and three inspector. The three inspector is basically a public created tool which is not included in Kali Linux tools and which has to be used from the GitHub or the other resources as well. And this desktop is also a great tool which tells about the port scanning, DNS zone transfers, GeoIP lookups, subnets, reverse IP informations as well, right? And the mystery, the inspector, they plot this all used for information gathering. And basically, the inspector is the tool which is mostly used for the which is not involved in Kali Linux tools and still works better. Okay, you can write this. You can note this name and try it in the Google typing this, and you will be getting the tool link there. It would be easier to use it. So let's move on to the next slide. This is a bitter cap. Traceroute is a command which will give you the packet analysis, etc. Whois command will give you about the telephone addresses, country DNS servers, and dig is specially used for DNS records only. Yeah, domain name to know about the domain name servers, and it will give the total information about the domain name servers about the targeted system. So we are not using only one tool for information gathering. We are going to use multiple tools and multiple resources so that we can gather as efficient data as much we can, right? So basically what here happens is, so let me know that how of you use this from this four. How many of you know from four, how many tools you have used and how many of you know about this? That's good. So basically, UIs and Dig tool also and Traceroute as well performs on a terminal based. It can also be performed on a terminal or it can also be used on a search engine. So basically, BitterCap is a tool same like to gather the information about the Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and low energy devices which are what we say vulnerable easily. We can get by tracking them easily. We can hack the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi by this BitterCap. Okay, let me know interns. Are you all guys following me? Show with a thumb or yes in the chat box. That's great. So hope you all guys you let's get into the practical sessions more. Yeah. So this is a basic summary of the information gathering, and after this I would like to end the PPT as well. So information gathering is just one of the initial steps, and also note that is the most important step in penetration testing. So it is basically of total collecting data. This takes time and piecing together. We collect the data from different sources, and combinedly we see it to get more relevant information about the systems, operating systems, and network configurations about the organizations or a individual. Okay. So let me also tell you that we have all discourse about the Kali Linux tools to take the information, right? So let me tell you that this Surface browser means Google, Yahoo, everything like Brave browsers as well is one of the best recon tools available to help you discover, pivot through, and extract all the data all in one single place if it is used efficiently, right? It is the perfect way to boost your data reconnaissance and threat intelligence tasks as well. So if your Surface browser is good and how you search on the Surface browser according to your need, then it is the best recon tools to discover about your to or to extract all the data. Yeah, Lanterns, hope you have understood this PPT and as well. Yeah, let's move on to the next topic with the practical session. Before that, I would like to ask, uh, are all clear about this? So if you want to start with the practical, type practical in the chat box and let me know. I would be starting it. Before that, I would also run my Kali machine ready. I would going to teach a few tools, basically not uh, much deeper. I would just with a single command line, I would be teaching you few tools about it, which gives the information about the operating system, which have also few tools which are also listed in PPT as well. Okay, and few commands as well. So I would stop sharing my screen and I would like to reshare the screen later. Just give me a minute. Yeah, interns, can you see my screen shared? Show with a thumbs up or yes in the chat box. Is my Kali Linux open? Yeah, that's I can see. Lots of thumbs up here. Yeah, that's great. So let's get started with the basic commands. That is, I have also told you in the PPT, right? So let's first I going to share you about the dig. What is the dig command? And next, who is? And let's move on to more about them. So let's get open with the terminal. So first we get rooted. Yeah, hope you guys can see my screen. Yeah, that's good. So first is, as I have said about the who is command in the PPT, right? It is the most effective uh, tool. What we can say, it is most efficient tool which is used for. It is a query, basically responsive protocol that provides information about registered internet resources like domain names, IP addresses. And let me tell you, it is primarily used to identify the registrant of a domain name and find contact information for the owner and determine registration details. This information is valuable for various purposes, right? Including domain manager security and when it comes to legal investigations and online abuses like that, when it is totally used for identifying the registrations of the domain name and information about the owner and ownership of the registration details as well. So let's get started with the UIS command. So the command for the UIS is, first we need to UIS and then we can type the website link. That is, let's try with google.com. It's the basic, most of them we use. So see, we have got this information. The last update for this Google Whois database is the date we have got here when it has updated. Yes, and we would be tying again, that is Insta. Is there any changes? Yeah, Insta has given us a much efficient information about it. So basically, www dot is not mandatory. We can use directly Instagram.com or Google.com. Okay. Hope you guys have understood. Let me show with the thumbs up or give me a reaction that all you have understood about it. Yeah, that's great. So how many of you got to know how to use this command? Type yes in the chat box, please. Yes, interns. So let me show you briefly about this. So basically we have entered the domain name, that is instagram.com. So it has given the domain ID, UIS server. This is registered as a UIS server and it was recently updated on today itself, that is 6/20/25. And registry update, this is an expiry date, creation date, updated date. Totally it gives the information about the servers, right? So we also got the name servers basically as nsinstagram.com. They are basically 4 name servers here and which are unassigned. So as this tool is not given the permissions to assign the information, so same information reflects back here. This is the whois server, which is registered as whois.registarsave.com, and this is the URL for that. This is creation date, and we also can see this your abuse contact number, and this is the abuse email about this. Yeah, this is located this Instagram LLC, street number 1601 Willow Road. This is the total address of the server, domain server. Yeah, how many of you can see this? How many have you got to know about this whois tool? That's good. I can see much thumbs up here. Next. Next, we will move on to the next topic and I will show you the command, next command. First, we have clear this. And next, I have told about the dig command, right? Dig, google.com itself we will use. Yeah. So let me tell you that basically a dig command is used for a domain name servers, okay? So basically it is given the IP address of a server. So basically it is working on UDP protocol, okay? So it only basically gives about the domain name server. See, we have got the IP address of google.com. Yes. So it's basically converts the URL into the IP address, and for that we can easily implement our attacks using IP addresses, right? We can also see the dates which we have performed, the time we have performed the attack, and everything got into there. And mainly this is the IP address we have got from this google.com. We perform this dig command for this IP address so that it would be easier for us to know the details about the IP address of google.com or etc. Yeah, interns, how many of you got who is and dig command? Type 2 in the chat box. Let me know that you have all got the whois command, how to run these are the basic commands, right? Just we should type whois and the web link, and next goes with the dig, and next with the web link. So apart from this terminal, so we will use some different tool. I will go with the harvester tool. I would like to tell you the harvester tool also effective, and it's basically useful for knowing the same. If we are using instagram.com, so it will list the same websites which are used in Instagram or same links which are used by the Instagram. Let me show you with the practical as well. Yeah. So let's get it started with uh, the harvester tool. So basically for the harvester tool, I would like to tell you the command that is first the harvester dash h is for the help. So basically I would we will be looking more about it futurely, but this is the dash help dash h for the help. So we are using dash d for domain and screenshot if you want. When it would like to capture the word list, we can use dash w and everything. Dash d domains limits for a dash l. We would be implementing it step by step, okay? And mainly for b source, and from which source you want to take the information is also you can mention here. So we'll be giving a small command. What we would do is the harvester, okay, and dash d for the domain, and we would be using instagram.com, I think so. We would take the information about the instagram.com, and from where we will also give the source, okay? We will give the source that is dash b as I have mentioned here. So Yahoo, okay, Yahoo is available. So from Yahoo we will be taking the information and just type enter. You can see target instagram.com. It's taking much time. Yeah, see, we have got the information about the instagram.com from Yahoo. That is, we have not found any IP address related IP address of instagram.com. We have not found any related emails related people, but we have found level host. Yeah, we have found level host about the instagram.com. We can see this host links in here also about instagram.com. These are the level host links which we have found using this command. So this is also used for information gathering. By using these URLs as well, we can dig more information about instagram.com or about the organization. These are the related websites, right? Yes. So how many of you got to know about this tool, the harvester? How many of you understand to use this command? So type How many hosts we have found? Type in the chat box that you have found by using the harvester. Yes, guys. Do you have any queries regarding the dig tool, Whois tool, and the harvester tool? Let me know in the chat box. Just type a name of the tool and I would be telling you again. I would be showing you three of them. Okay, so okay, repeat harvester as well. Okay, see, for the dig command, we are going to use dig and google.com. Okay, this is the basic command and it will give you the total information about the domain name servers. And same for the what we say, same for the Whois. We are not going to change anything, and just we are going to use this command, that is Whois and google.com, and it will give total information about the registration details and ownership and everything. Okay, so dig will go while using div, we will get the IP address. By using this, we will get the registered means database, everything. So when it comes to the harvester, this is the harvester. This is the harvester, and we can use dash h for sorry, dash h for help. So what command we have implemented is this. So we have used dash d for the domain. On domain instagram.com, we are going to implement this, the harvester tool, and by using Yahoo source search engine, right? Basically using this search engine, we have given the filter of dash p. If you want to use more or you want to take information more about it, you can use dash l, that is limit. You can set the limit as 50 and it will check uh, about 50, and you can use here 500 as well, 1000 as well, how much it could reach. See, when you use the limit 50, there is only we have found only 6 hosts by using the limit. When we haven't used any limit, we found level. Okay, guys, hope you all got this. Yeah, type 3 in the chat box quickly. We are moving to the next topic as well. In 5 minutes, we will going to end the session as well, and we will going to the queries as well. That's good. And I would going to like now next end up with Kali, and let's show you with the basic search engines. I'd like to stop my screen sharing of the Kali and represent with the Chrome browser as well. Okay, give me 2 minutes. Yeah, can you guys see my screen? I have opened a new terminal, right? Yeah, I have got this in the chat box. So I would going to show you two commands, sorry, two websites that will give you the information about that. Is one is shodan.io. This is the great this is the basic search engine for the internet or the server. So let me tell you more about this. That is basically Shodan is a search engine, okay, that allows user to find specific type of devices connected to the internet using various filters. It provides a global. We can use filters like using this Shodan. This is a search engine which lets us users search for various types of servers like webcams, routers, servers connected to the internet using a variety of filters here. So as we can explore here, So we will be typing India. We want to know the servers in India. See, there are 6,834 results available for India, and this is the locations of them. See, we have got the IP addresses of the which are these are the vulnerable websites. This can be exploited. This all websites, this all IP address which we have using, which we can see here, can be exploited in a right manner if we can. And this all mostly are not HTTPS, basically run on HTTP servers, HTTP website port number only. Okay, so this one is the first one, and next is archive.org. This is also known as Wayback Machine. Yeah, as you all can see this, we can use this as Wayback Machine. Basically, it is a provided by Internet Archive, is a digital archive of the World Wide Web. Okay, so basically it allows users to view past versions of websites. Okay, even those they have been deleted or changed. It acts as a time machine for the internet, letting you explore how websites look at different points, and you can also take the snapshots of them. Yeah, so basically we will search one of the www. Is use Insta as well by other websites when this is working. See, you can see the snapshots of Instagram here. So you can also use the filters of here. You can change the date here. That is, we can use 2014. It will show the 2014 snapshots if it is available. See, in 2014 there were snapshots of this. This are all of 2014. So basically in 2014, if few of the images have been deleted, still we can see them by using this archive.org, that is Wayback Machine. Okay, so we can end this, and I will stop this screen sharing as well. So yeah, interns, so how many have you got to know about the showdown.io and archive.org, and how many of you are aware of it, and how many of you will be start using it? Let me know in the chat box. First, how many of you know about this two? Type 2 in the chat box, and who are going to use this efficiently also type use in the chat box as well.